What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another live Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today we are going up against Buster here in a Little Cup battle, and those are really hard to come by, at least on Wi-Fi, because a lot of people don't have things that are, readily available to battle with, being at level 5 and having the right EVs and all that jazz. But I managed to get one here today. Buster contacted me and asked if I wanted to do Little Cup, but I couldn't turn that down because of the fact that it's so difficult to get Wi-Fi matches for that. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm bringing the Ducklet team because that is the only Little Cup team that I have bred at the current time, I think. Actually, no, I do have one other one, but I wanted to use this one on Wi-Fi. You guys saw it in a Showdown session probably about 2 months ago now. Has it really been that long? Yeah, maybe about 2 months ago now. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So as always, if you see Buster down in the comment section below, make sure to give him a GG and all of that stuff. He's got a pretty threatening looking team here. That Munchlax and the Larvesta are the two things that are scaring me the most. Otherwise, I mean, Nosepass would, because it's kind of difficult to break, but I do have both Kerm and Ernie that should be able to take on the Nosepass relatively well. The Croagunk here is going to be a mixed variant. It's got Vacuum Wave and then Sludge Bomb, Drain Punch, things like that. Then we have our Setup Sweeper, which is going to be our Dratini. It's also packing the Outrage and the Extreme Speed. Obviously, it's a Dragon Dance set. We have Physically Defensive Frank, the Growlithe. We have a mixed defense Baltoy, which is also going to be our Stealth Rock setter and our Rapid Spitter. Life Orb Sparks, the Electrike, and then last but not least, Ernie is a Rain Dance set, and it's a bulky variant, and it fires off some pretty powerful skulls after it gets Rain Dance up, and it has hydration as well, so we can rest off any status conditions, and it's a good time. So that's the team at a glance, and my opponent's going to start off with Potato Sack, the Nosepass. I find that very humorous. I don't know why, but I do. So we're going to want to switch out here. I do pack the HP Grass, but that's probably not going to be enough. So I'm going to Volt Switch out and probably... Wow, that did a lot. Why did that do so much? Is that physically defensive? No, that has to not be Eviolite, because Nosepass is super bulky. Now I have a couple of options here because he's probably just going to go for Stealth Rock. So what I'm going to do is actually just go into my Baltoy, as he does in fact go for the Stealth Rock. And the reason I wanted to go into this is because I threaten it with the type advantage. I resist his stab, whatever that may be, Stone Edge or Power Gem or whatever he's carrying. And I can Rapid Spin freely too, even if he wants to switch. Doesn't matter, he doesn't have any Ghost types to Spin Block for him. So, yeah, I'm just going to Rapid Spin. If he stays in, that means I get up my own Stealth Rocks, because he won't be able to kill me. Pretty sure. His Nosepass doesn't really have much of an offensive presence. Quite hard to take down. And, I mean, he can't Thunder Wave me either. So, it's like, not really afraid of this at all. It also doesn't have any recovery outside of Rest. So, this is just a win-win situation for me. And we will see what we're going to do in the following turn based on what he does here, obviously. So this is pretty exciting. I love doing Little Cup. I really do. I should do it more, like on Showdown and stuff, but I just... for Wi-Fi, like I said, it's just so difficult to find people that have teams, because a lot of people just don't breed for Little Cup. So that's just what it is. So I'm going to Rapid Spin here as he actually stays in with the Nosepass to go for... Oh, he has Rocky Helmet in Little Cup? That's interesting. He's going to go for Stone Edge, and that does absolutely nothing. Baltoy taking that like a champ, and now I am free to go for the Stealth Rock here, because I'm really still just not afraid. I'm not afraid at all, and I outspeed you anyway. So, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to send out Mr. Giggles, the Lotad. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a Lotad, to be completely honest. I don't know what this thing is going to do, if it is like a Swift Swim variant. Actually, I'm not even positive that Lotad gets Swift Swim, or if he doesn't get that until he evolves into Ludicolo. I basically have no idea. I've never seen one of these. So what I'm going to do is predict him to want to go for either a water or a grass type move and go into Kerm. I should be able to handle it and then fire off a sludge bomb, which should do a lot of damage. Probably won't kill it. Even if it is offensive, probably won't kill it. But we shall see. Kerm is a relatively safe switch. He's going to go for Ice Beam, possibly predicting that. Otherwise, he would have just gone for his stab moves. And we're going to get frozen. That is not what I wanted, because Kerm is quite possibly the most valuable member of this team. I know he has a Ralts, which is another Pokemon I don't think I've ever seen used in Little Cup, but Kerm is just so useful because it has priority, he has a lot of bulk, he has a resistance to knockoff, he can attack on both sides, and he has knockoff himself to get rid of Eviolite and things, and he has a Munchlax, so this really stinks. It really, really stinks that I'm frozen, and he's probably going to be able to just finish me off here in 2 more turns as we're staying frozen. That is just not cool. But not my opponent's fault, of course. Don't blame him. That's just the RNG gods not smiling down on me today. It happens. It definitely happens. He's going to go for Ice Beam again. He might be choiced in some way. Or that might just be his only move to hit me with, as we are actually going to thaw out and get off a Sludge Bomb. And that is actually an Oko, so if he was choiced, well, I'm guessing he was choiced because, yeah, because if he was Eviolite, I don't think that was going to Oko him. And he's going to go right into his Munchlax here. He'll take a little bit of damage from the Stealth Rocks, of course, and I do have a negative speed nature on this, but it's a Munchlax. I should probably still outspeed it, so I can get a little bit of health back if I want to go for the Drain Punch, but if he is Curslax with Rest, it's way more important for me to get rid of this Eviolite, so that's what I'm going to go for here. We get a critical hit and knock off his Choice Band as he goes for the Pursuit, predicting me to want to try to switch out and possibly preserve this Croagunk, but I felt like, you know, Kerm did all he could considering the circumstances. At least he was powerful enough to break through that freeze. And by powerful, I mean, you know, willpower, because being powerful has nothing to do with breaking through freeze. So he's Choice Banded, and he was going to lock himself into Pursuit. So now he's free to use whatever move he wants. I mean, that's way less threatening, too, than Eviolite, Curslax, or, yeah, Curse Munchlax, because that's a problem. In fact, I don't know how I would have dealt with that. It was going to have to be Kerm, I guess. But anyway, we're going to go into Sparks here, because this actually threatens his entire team. And without Eviolite, I don't think that he's going to be able to live a Thunderbolt here. I do not believe so. Nope. He's going to go down as we get a critical hit. Maybe that mattered. I don't know. I mean, it's not like he had the Eviolite and I am Life Orb. So I don't know how much that mattered. I would have to calc it. I mean, Munchlax does have decent special defense naturally. But, yeah, maybe that was just some payback for the freeze. I don't really know. I guess you can call it even now. Actually, a freeze is more likely to happen than a critical hit, so if anything, you know, the hacks is on my side, maybe, possibly. I mean, I personally think freezes are way worse, but that's just, I don't know, that's just because I hate freeze, I guess. I don't know, I guess I'm a little partial to that. But he's going to send out his Potato Sack here. I'm not really sure why, because Baltoy was outspeeding this, so it's not like it's an offensive variant with speed investment or anything. I don't think he's going to be able to live a Thunderbolt. We know he's not Eviolite because he did show off the Rapid Spin too. So I'm pretty sure this is just going to go down. I'm not sure why he thinks he can live a hit. I mean, he could be specially defensive, but I don't think that's going to save him, even if he were to be specially defensive. So yeah, Potato Sack is just going to go down here. Goodbye, Nose Pass. We hardly knew ye. And he's got Ralts, and what else does he have left? Squiggles, what is that? Oh yeah, the Larvesta. This was something that I was extremely worried about, and it's also a reason I wanted to get up Stealth Rock, was because Larvesta obviously is a huge problem. Whether it's Choice Scarf, it's Choice Band, or something else, Larvesta is usually a problem if you don't have hazards up on the field. But I do outspeed it, and since the Stealth Rock brings him down to 50%, and he is not Choice Scarf, we're able to take it out in one hit there, so that's a huge threat eliminated. And Sparks is just tearing a hole in my opponent's team right now, as he's going to go into his Kabuto. He's probably going to want to Aqua Jet me here. That would be my guess. Wow, he's down to 2 Pokemon already. This battle is moving along way, way quicker than I thought it would because, yeah, this video is only like 10 minutes long so far. But I'm going to fire off a Thunderbolt. He doesn't actually go for the Aqua Jet. I don't know if he tried to make a prediction right there. I really had no reason to click anything other than Thunderbolt at that point. So even if he was Eviolite, regardless of what his item was, he was going down there. So yeah, Kabuto is gone, and now he's down to just his Ralts, and he is faced with quite a task here because he's going to have to try to make a huge comeback to be able to get back into this, because we have 5 Pokemon alive on our side, and my opponent only has the Ralts here, and I'm just going to fire off with Thunderbolts. There's really no reason for me not to. Might as well get off as much damage as possible. The Ralts is actually going to survive and go for Confuse Ray. Ooh, I don't really like that so much, but it is what it is. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point because I don't think he's going to be able to come back. I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have definitely happened, so we'll have to see. But no, we're going to break through the confusion, and the dude here, the Ralts, is going to go down. And that is going to be that. So that was a really, really fast battle. Still, we got to see the Little Cup team in action again. And, you know, it's something a little bit different for the channel, so that's always nice. I like to throw these in when I can. So if you have a Little Cup team, feel free to contact me on Twitter. Because I love to sprinkle these in. Like I said, it's something different. It's something fun. And I just really enjoy the tier. So if you want to have a Little Cup battle, make sure you let me know. Twitter link is in the description as always. Yet again, remember that if you see Buster down in the comment section below, make sure you give him a GG and all that fun stuff. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.